Hi students, welcome to Alphos e-learning chemistry classes for second year. The running chapter is organic chemistry and now we are in session number 13. In previous session we learned about the reagents that are responsible to carry out nucleophilic substitutions and the eliminations. Just the reagent, if it is behaving like base, it will create elimination in the substrate. In case if it is failed to behave like base, then automatically it will settle down as the substituent nucleophile, and thereby already we discussed about how to consider whether the given reagent is behaving like base or nucleophile. It is nothing but in a parameter with respect to, because it is sufficient to our NEET examination, NEET or mains, even for mains also it is sufficient. When it is OH minus or less than OH minus basic strengths, all these are of behaving only as nucleophiles. In case if the base is stronger than OH minus, then it will behave like eliminating agent. The best known examples already I provided in previous session. It is nothing but OR minus. After eliminating hydrogen from the alcohol, it is as alcohols are being less acidic than water, their conjugate base OR minus is strong base, which is sufficient to eliminate. That's the reason why when alkyl halides are made to react with aqueous NaOH, it is of undergoing SN reaction, and whereas the same alkyl halide when treated with alcoholic NaOH, it is going for elimination. Clear? And already we discussed about the basicity and nucleophilicity relations also, and generally sometimes they are asking questions related to that acidic, that is nothing but basic strengths and the nucleophilicity. Clear? With all these information, in this session we are going to learn about the SN reactions. SN reactions, the details of these SN reactions we are going to learn. The details of SN reactions, and in these SN reactions, as we know, it is nucleophilic substitution reaction. Nucleophilic substitution, just you remember the meaning itself, SN is nucleophilic substitution. But already in the previous sessions when we classified the different reactions, we know that depending on molecularity, these SN reactions are of two kinds. One is SN2 reaction and the other one is SN1 reaction. Here 2 represent the molecularity. For SN2 is 2, and for SN1 reaction molecularity is 1. And now what is meant by molecularity? From chemical kinetics, molecularity is nothing but the number of molecules that involved in rate determining step. Rate determining step in a chemical reaction is nothing but, in case if the reaction is taking place in 2 or more steps, and among the steps the slowest step is known as rate determining step, you remember. So now the number of molecules involved in that rate determining step is nothing but molecularity. Clear? And now in SN2, that molecularity, that is nothing but rate determining step, is 2, and SN1 the molecularity is 1. We have to consider different factors what we are observing in SN1, SN2 reactions, including the stereochemistry. So just you observe what is going on in these SN1 and SN2 mechanisms, and thereafter what are the other factors that influence this SN1 and SN2 mechanism. All these in a briefing manner I am going to explain, and just you follow. It is SN2 mechanism. First of all, we have to consider these alkyl halides are interested for SN reactions, and as we know, these alkyl halides are 3 types: primary alkyl halide, secondary alkyl halide, and tertiary alkyl halide. Just let me give the examples for this. Primary is CH3, CH2, Cl. This is best example for primary alkyl halide. And here, if it is isopropyl bromide or chloride, it is secondary because halogen is present on secondary carbon. And tertiary, the best known example is tertiary butyl halide. That is, let us consider tertiary butyl chloride. This is the best example for tertiary alkyl halide, and it is best example for secondary, and it is best example for primary. And just you remember, the order of priority to go for SN1 and SN2 is like this. For SN1 reaction, tertiary is more interested than secondary, more interested than primary. And for SN2 mechanism, it is in reverse condition. Primary is more interested than secondary, more interested than tertiary. Just you remember. Clear? And this is the order for SN1 and SN2 reaction mechanisms. Clear? And first let us see what is happening in SN1 and SN2 mechanisms, and thereby we can adopt different factors. So once we know what is happening in SN2 mechanism and what is happening in SN1 mechanism, then automatically these other factors we can draw from that mechanism. Now let us see what is happening in SN2 first. It is very interested for primary alkyl halides, is it not? And from the given information, SN2 reaction mechanism is feasible for primary alkyl halides. Let us take the primary alkyl halide as methyl group. Now this methyl chloride, when treated with, it is nucleophilic substitution. That's why let me take the nucleophile Nu minus. Clear? And now when it is of attacking on this, it is going towards this carbon, and thereby this existing nucleophile just start to leave the substrate. This nucleophile will attack on this, and this existing nucleophile will go out. Here what we are getting is a transition state where both the leaving group and the attacking group are present on carbon. Just here, just you observe, this carbon is seem to have 5 bonds, but it is seem to have 5 bonds, but it is half bond, that is it is half bond. That means this species is tend to leave the substrate and it is coming into the substrate. Here one logic question. Let me complete that logic question. They are asking the relation here about the hybridization. Just you remember, hybridization is sp2 hybridization. And next, here when it is of present with sp2 hybridization like this plane, these two are involving pure orbitals, pure p orbitals, and because of that pure p orbitals, these two are making 120 degrees of angle with this plane. Here we are having 120 degrees and these two are making 90 degrees of angle. Totally, in previous examination, one competitive examination, they asked how many 90 degrees angles present in this. I think if you are perfect in the subject, you can answer this. This side, from bottom side 390 degrees, and from upper side 90 degrees, 390 degrees. Totally 90 degrees are 6 and 120 degrees are 3 within the same plane. Okay, that is about the bonding natures. And now coming to this where the incoming and outgoing groups, both these two are present at a time. That means this is simply single step mechanism. You remember, it is happening in single step mechanism because only one step is involved. And in this one, after this state is known as transition state, you remember, and I will provide some information related to this transition state. After this, finally it will attach and it will detach. Now what we are getting is C H H H. Now that chloride is getting out. Now if you observe, this side chlorine present, but the new incoming group is present on the opposite side where the chlorine left. Clear? And here this type of attack, that is, this nucleophile is always attacking opposite side to the leaving group, because when it is attacking on the same side, it is not possible for this leaving group to leave the substrate. That's why it is always from backside. This type of attack from backside is known as backside attack. Backside attack it is. And now it is a single step reaction, and it is of having backside, always backside attack, and this state is known as transition state. And if you observe, with all these we are unable to find out reaction intermediate. So reaction intermediate is absent in this SN2 mechanism. Why it is SN2? Because this is single step, automatically it is the rate determining step, and when rate determining step involve both the reagent as well as the substrate, that is, both the reagent and substrate molecules should involve 1 + 1, 2 molecularity. That's why it is SN2. With all these, now let us conclude the reaction. Here SN2 is single step reaction. Single step reaction. And next one, it has no reaction intermediate, and it involves only transition state, and it always involve backside attack. Backside attack. Clear? And now let me give this transition state. Just you remember, transition state is nothing but when it is substrate, just you remember, and it is the product. Just you can, for your easy understanding purpose, let me give one example, the best example in our daily life. If we plan to go to Delhi by flight, if at Hyderabad the flight is taking off, and there are different scopes are there. One is directly from Hyderabad to the Delhi we can reach, direct flight. If it is not available, then what we have to do is from this to some other area, say for example in between Mumbai. Now from Hyderabad to Mumbai, and then again we will start from Mumbai to Delhi. This makes the difference. Directly, ultimate destiny is the product, but meanwhile when the substrate is coming to product without any reaction intermediate, it may come. That is nothing but single step mechanism. It may come like this. Here some temporary halting is there. This is nothing but reaction intermediate. And now this state which is off, now once the plane is taking off, it is nothing but flying state. Is it not? Till we reach the Delhi, it is flying state. So it is simply, we can say that TS is nothing but, that is transition state is going on stage. Going on stage. It is not possible to stop in the air. It will go on till the destiny is reached. And such type of going on stages, when involved a reaction intermediate, that means when it is involving two steps, here going on stage 1, that is nothing but transition state 1, and transition state 2 will present when the substrate or reactant is converting into product. That is, it is a two-step mechanism. Just it is for two step. If it is involving three step, then one more going on stage will be there, like that. And this is happening, just you remember, this type of two-step mechanism, this is for SN2, there is no reaction intermediate. And if we are going, just now we are in, we are ready to go for SN1, there we can find this type of mechanism, that is two-step mechanism, it is SN1. Clear? And now in case if we are considering the energy diagrams, then they appear like this. it is nothing but the reactant started its journey and it is of reaching the threshold, and thereafter directly it is coming to product. It is energy. Here it is coordination, time coordination, like that. This is nothing but transition state we can consider. And in case if it is SN1 with a 2-step, then it will appear like this. Just you observe, this will coming and at temporary state, that is nothing but reaction intermediate. Again it will go and now it is coming to product. Are you following? Are you observing the difference? Here the product will be, final product is this, and it is the substrate, that is nothing but reactant. And before reaching this, a reaction intermediate. And if you observe that reaction intermediate energy is more than the substrate and the product, just you remember. That's why it is highly unstable. Immediately it will convert to product. Here, if you observe, this is transition state 1 and this is transition state 2. So many questions they ask related to this. Now, let me give that information first. Thereafter, we will connect with this one. The number of peaks. Now, I am writing here. Number of peaks is equal to number of steps. That's all. You can observe. Here 1 peak, 1 step. Here 2 peaks, 2 steps. If it is of having 3 peaks, 3 steps. Clear? And now, number of troughs. Do you know what is it is equal to? Number of troughs is equal to number of reaction intermediates. Here you observe. Here number of peaks, this is equal to number of steps, that is equal to number of transition states also. Just you observe, 1 peak, 1 step, 1 transition state, 2 peaks, 2 steps, 2 transition states. If the energy diagram has 3 peaks, 3 states, 3 steps and 3 transition states, like that. Number of peaks is equal to number of steps and number of transition states. And now number of troughs, that is nothing but like this. Here there is no trough, thereby there is no reaction intermediate. But here 1, thereby number of reaction intermediates is 1. Clear? And if it is of having 2 troughs, then number of reaction intermediate is 2, like that. Clear? And now one more question is, when 2 more, here only 1 peak, it is single step, it itself is the rate determining step. But in case if this reaction is of having 2 or more steps, then the height of the peak is useful in finding the rate determining step. Just you remember, highest peak is rate determining step, you remember. Among these two, if you observe, this is the highest energy peak compared to this. So it is rate determining step, that is step 1 is the rate determining step. Clear? Like that, the energy diagrams are related with some other data like this. You follow, just it is required for the competitive exams. Clear? And now coming to SN1, just we are observing SN2 mechanism. Here it is the energy, the substrate directly going to product, and it is of single step reaction, thereby only 1 peak, and it is of having only 1 transition state. There is no reaction intermediate, and the attack is backside attack. And now coming to, just it is the last part of this mechanism, coming to stereochemistry. And when it is stereochemistry, if you observe, these alkyl halides are nothing but saturated compounds, what we are considering till now. It is saturated compound. How we can identify the saturation? Because the carbon is bonded with 4 different groups, and then when it is of having 4 single bonds, it is saturated. Now just you observe, if the substrate is bonded with 4 different groups, then you can observe a peculiar phenomenon. It is nothing but chiral carbon. So automatically it is a stereomer. What is that stereomer? This stereomerism is either it is geometrical or optical. It is optical isomerism. Isomer. This optical isomer, it may be R or it may be S configuration. The configuration may be R or S. Now, when that is nothing but the substrate is a stereomer, when a nucleophile will attack on this through SN2 mechanism, just you observe, it is attacking from backside and it is going like this. And now we are having transition state like this, C, A, B, and this is, it is coming and it is going like this. And now ultimately it is of giving nucleophile is coming to this side and B, and it is nothing but appearing like this. Generally, in general, but not always, just you observe the statement, in general, when the nucleophile is attacking on backside, due to that backside, if this configuration is R, this configuration will get S, provided if this incoming nucleophile and this outgoing nucleophile are having similar importance or same, that is nothing but priority number. In case if it is different priority number, then automatically it is beyond our scope, you need not worry. But in general, when it is R, it will become S, or if it is S, then it will become R. What happened to the configuration? Just inversion takes place. The configuration is inverted, but under one condition. Just you remember once again, when the outgoing and incoming groups are having similar priority, then inversion takes place. And this type of inversion is happen when the substrate is a stereomer and is undergoing SN2, when the incoming and outgoing groups are having the same priority numbers, then inversion of the configuration taking place. That inversion has been observed by Walden and hence it is known as Walden inversion. Clear? Walden inversion will take place in this SN2 mechanism, provided if the substrate, first of all you have to observe the substrate. If the substrate is not a stereomer, then there is no question of this inversion of configuration, because if substrate is not a stereomer, there is no configuration. Once there is no configuration, in the product also there is no configuration. Clear? That is about SN2 mechanism, single step mechanism. And now coming to SN2 mechanism. In SN2 mechanism, it is, sorry, SN2 mechanism is completed, and now coming to SN1 mechanism. SN1 mechanism is two-step mechanism. SN1 mechanism. Just first let us write the highlighted points. It is two-step mechanism. Two-step mechanism. It has a reaction intermediate. Just you remember, that is nothing but carbocation. Just in this series of videos, in the previous videos already we discussed about different types of carbocation. As you know, tertiary carbocation is more stable than secondary, more stable than primary, and because of more stability, stable carbocation formation from tertiary alkyl halides, it is possible to go for SN1 mechanism. Tertiary is giving priority for SN1. This is the reason, because it is able to form stable carbocation, whereas primary alkyl halide is unable to form stable carbocation. That's why it is going for SN2 mechanism. Clear? And now third one is when two-step and reaction intermediate is carbocation. Here transition, that is two transition states are present. Two transition states are present. And fourth one is number of molecules involved in rate determining step is 1. Number of molecules involved in rate determining step is 1. That's why it is unimolecular reaction. Molecularity is 1. Clear? And now fifth one is related to stereochemistry. Okay, and before going to stereochemistry, we have to complete the reaction mechanism first of all. Now let us consider the best known example is tertiary butyl chloride. This is of interest to go for SN with a nucleophile, and actually what is happening is this nucleophile will replace this, and ultimately it is forming nucleophilic substituted product like this. We can imagine. Clear? And now what happens? It is taking place in two steps. That is, in step 1, first of all, this tertiary butyl chloride, it itself in presence of solvent will undergo detached or decomposition so as to dissociate to give carbocation plus Cl minus. This is, in this mechanism, it is rate determining step, and this only molecule is involved in this rate determining step. Only one molecule. That's why it is SN1. And now this carbocation, now CH3C plus CH3 is now attacked by nucleophile. Thereby now it is giving nucleophile attacked tertiary butyl like this. This is step 2, but this step 2 is a fast step. That's why it is not rate determining step. Even though here two molecules involved, it is not rate determining step. That's why depending on the rate determining step, it is unimolecular mechanism. Are you following? And now the question is, now what happens in case if the substrate is a stereomer? Here you observe two steps present, hence the reaction is of taking like this. It is reaction intermediate, and now it is of having the reaction like this. Why I wrote like that? Because step 1 is rate determining step, already it is given, and when it is rate determining step, the transition state will have highest peak, and it is transition state 2, and it is nothing but reaction intermediate. Clear? And now coming to this, in case if the substrate is a stereomer which is of tend to go for this, say for example ABC, and it is going for SN1. In such a case, the carbocation is formed like this, ABC, and here also it is A, it is B, and it is C. It is with positive charge. As you know, this carbocation with positive charge is, this carbon is sp2 hybridized. That means it is of having planarity. And now this nucleophile, the new nucleophile is having two chances. It can attack from front side as well as from rear side, that is back side. Equal possibilities in general, because once this Cl is going out, this is now becoming planar, and in this planar condition, this incoming nucleophile come from back side or from the same side where this existing nucleophile is going out. Clear? That is actually 50-50 chances are there, and thereby when it is of coming from back side, it is of creating inverted configuration. In case if it is coming from front side, then it is of creating retention in its configuration. So when inversion and retention happen, both these two, say for example if it is S, it will be R and it is S. These two mixture will form. If it is R, then also it will be S and it will be R. Like that, when we are using a stereomer, stereomer is nothing but optical isomer, then after forming the carbocation, it is of having the chances to retain, to invert the configurations. So here the combination of these two will form, that is nothing but racemic mixture is formed. that racemic mixture will form. Just you remember. In case of SN2 mechanism, just backside attack is happening. In general, inversion will take place. But here, inversion as well as retention because of the planarity of the carbocation. Are you following? But how far this percentage of these two? Inversion is more or retention is more, or both are equal chances. In general, we may think that it is of having 50-50 chances like this. But actually, practically if you observe that inversion is 80% and retention is only 20% is happening. Now the question is, why it is of differed like that? Why it is not getting equal chances, 50-50 chances? The reason is nothing but, just you observe this type of ionic pair. Here chlorine is released from this substrate, but it is not completely going out. Still it is present with this one. The type of ions, because of the opposite charges, they are having the attraction. The type of attraction makes them to be, they are departed from each other but not completely going away from each other. Such type of ionic pair is known as intimate ionic pair. And because of intimate ionic pair formation, this incoming nucleophile is detained to attack from the front side. When it is coming like this, just you can observe, when it is coming to attack like this, the Cl- will opposite, because both these two are having the same charges. So its chances to attack from the same side will automatically less when compared to free backside. So this side it is having 80% and this side it is having only 20% attack. Are you following? Like that, here to 80% inversion, 20% retention will happen in the formation of the racemic mixture. And this is happening when the tertiary alkyl halide is of having stereomerism. That is, if it is optical isomer, then only we can expect this type of mechanism. Already we draw the energy diagrams. It will have two peaks. All these we know. And now, when SN1 is favored for tertiary greater than secondary greater than primary, and SN2 is favored for primary greater than secondary greater than tertiary, there are two reagents or two substrates which are interested both for SN1 and SN2 in prior to these. They are nothing but benzyl carbocation, that is benzyl halide, and allyl halide. These two are, just you remember, these are exceptional cases. These two are exceptional cases where for SN1 and SN2, these two are more ready when compared to normal alkyl halides. When compared to these alkyl halides, this benzyl alkyl halide and this allyl halides are taking priority. And that too for both SN1 and SN2. And now the question starts. Sir, how it is possible for SN1 and SN2 with equal priority, that too dominating this? It is nothing but simply these two are able to form stable carbocation if they are following SN1 mechanism. At the same time, if depending on the condition, if they are going for SN2 mechanism, then also they are able to form stable transition state. Because of stable transition state formation, they are undergoing SN2 in prior to these. Because of stable carbocation formation, they are going for SN1 mechanism in prior to this. These are the details of SN1 and SN2 mechanism. And thereafter, tomorrow we will enter into elimination reactions. And in that elimination reactions, how the elimination will take place, what are the parameters, all these we will discuss. And just you remember, dear students, actually it is only briefing of the first year GOC. In detail, it is not possible to give because we are having very less time for taking these videos. That too, in this video I took more time when compared to the other videos, and next video will also take that much of time. And you remember, after learning all these, we will apply the same concepts in different preparations and properties of second year organic chemistry. Clear? Thank you.